We've got some breaking news in the trial of Lucy Letby. She is the neonatal nurse who is accused of killing 7 babies while she was working in the neonatal unit at the Countess of Chester Hospital. Well, we know that the 32-year-old is accused of attempting to murder 10 babies within the same period between June 2015 and June 2016. The court has now been shown what they're saying is a handwritten confession allegedly written by Letby on post-it notes in her home, which said, "I am evil, I did this." A series of notes and post-it notes were found during a search of her home. On one green post-it note, which was shown to the court, she apparently wrote, "I don't deserve to live. I killed them on purpose because I'm not good enough." She also apparently wrote, "I am a horrible, evil person," and in capital letters said, "I am evil. I did this." Well, Letby denies all of the charges over the incidents at the Countess of Chester Hospital, but the prosecution has presented a great deal of evidence over the last couple of days, just opening the case at the Crown Court. Also, the court was told today that there were photos seen on Lucy Letby's phone, that she took photos of 2 of the dead children in their cots after they had died. So it has been, once again, a day of really distressing evidence in the court this morning. Let's go to our correspondent, Greg Milam, who joins us from Manchester Crown Court. Greg, these handwritten notes do seem to be quite a striking piece of evidence.
Well, the prosecution, KC Nick Johnson, has been finishing that opening statement, the 4th day of his opening statement to the jury, and the last part was that detail of what happened after Lucy Letby had been arrested and when the police searched her home in Chester, and they described finding those post-it notes full of closely written words, they say on them, names of some of her colleagues, questions about why this has happened, the allegations against her, the process. Some protestations of innocence. Mr Johnson said, "I haven't done anything wrong." She said, "They've got no evidence against me," continuing to protest her innocence. But then the one he showed to the jury was that post-it note with a lot of text on it, I've got to say, but in the middle of that post-it note, those lines you just mentioned: "I don't deserve to live. I killed them all on purpose because I'm not good enough to care for them." Mr Johnson said, "I am a horrible, evil person. I am evil. I did this." But as Mr Johnson pointed out, it is for the jury to decide on the facts in this case based on the evidence. And he's laid out a lot of the allegations, and a little earlier in the day he'd finished talking about the children she's accused of either murdering or attempting to murder, as he has done over the last few days, and talked about child P as we have to identify that child, one of triplets. She's accused of killing 2 of those triplets. And a similar pattern he described where, under Lucy Letby's care, that child suffered serious deterioration in his condition, was fine and recovered well under the care of other nurses. And when one of those children child P was being transferred to another hospital for more intensive care, one of the doctors who was there remembers that Lucy Letby said to him, "He's not leaving here alive, is he?" And that phrase surprised the doctor, Mr Johnson said. But as Mr Johnson said, that came true because she knew what she had done to him. It was likely to happen because she intended it to happen, and she'd done it to so many children. Mr Johnson said in that case, as with so many, it was her malign hand at work. The court is now broken. We will then hear the opening statement from the defence for Lucy Letby. She denies all 22 charges against her.